give to anyone that's actually not. I mean, do you think you'll go down that road? I mean, because
And get off social?
no, go down the road of like, you mentioned a comment you didn't respond to, like, oh, the comments are, I mean, I get comments every 5 minutes, and I've gotten, listen, it took me forever, but now it's like I just ignore all the comments. Easier said than, it's not as easy. Like, do you think you're going to go down the social media rabbit hole of reading what people say, not even just about you, about your castmates and, people?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I'll have those days where I'm on clapback mode. And I just feel like if I'm Oscar the Grouch that day, I will probably clap back at everyone. Ubah does this thing sometimes where she goes on to Bravo and she starts answering the comments. It is the funniest thing ever because she answers them, but she's not cursing anyone out. She's just like responding to them, but in a funny way. So if someone goes, meh, she'll go, nah. Like, she's just, it's like she's mocking the bad comments.
Can I just tell you, that is 100% what I do. I'm not kidding you.
It's so funny.
Like, someone will go on and I'll respond and I'll say, it sounds like you're upset today. Like, this is literally what I do.
Why so cranky?
I'm literally the same way. Like, it's like therapy. Like, I ignore. And then if I'm in a mood where I'm like, I'm going to clap back today, it's like, this really is for me. Like, I'm like, just, yesterday I didn't care. Today you've got me and I'm in a mood.
They get so mad too. So someone responded back to Ubah and was like, oh, you have too much time on your hands. And Ubah's like, oh, I have nothing but time today, honey. And so she just goes down the line. And I have to be honest, I'm like, you're entertaining me today.
Yeah,
you're
entertaining
it's funny.
Me you're like, this is just, and then like eventually a lot of the negatives will become positive. And I'm like, you just want to be. And that's where you're like, it's so not about you. You just want to be acknowledged.
You just want to be acknowledged. Some people need attention.
Yes, you need to feel something here today. Anything else like that I didn't cover that you want to share with us? Like anything, I mean, are we going to get, like what do you feel you want to share with us here today we don't know about you?
I mean, there are some vulnerable moments that you're going to see. I'm not a crier. As a New Yorker, I don't really shed tears. It's not in my DNA. It's like my tear ducts don't work.
They're just, it's not.
They're just dry eye.
I don't cry at all. It's not. It's like a weird thing, right?
I think it is. If I do need to cry, which is very rare, I will excuse myself and go cry real quick, and then I'll look in the mirror. I'm like, get over it. Let's go. And then I take a deep breath, and then I'll come back out like nothing ever happened.
So we're not going to see you cry.
You're going to see me cry.
Oh, wow.
You're going to see me cry. It was so weird for me.
Were you shocked? Like, that's got to have shocked you. Because, I mean, if I were to cry on TV, I'd be like, this is out of
I just
control.
knew that it would never happen. I'm like, it's impossible for me to cry on TV. I don't even cry at home. And my husband can count on his hand how many times I've cried.
Wow.
So it's, for me to cry on and knowing I'm being filmed, it was a very weird thing.
Do you think people will see like, are things going to shock us as we watch this season?
Yeah, I think there'll be some shocking moments.
What about the fact that, I mean, and this is kind of like Welcome to Housewives, that the Real Housewives of New York season 14 cast made all these headlines that, you started with one extra housewife. We all know Lizzie Savetsky, and then there was all these, rumors that I'm sure you don't really want to share a lot of details here today, and I don't want to get you in trouble. But, I mean, were you shocked when, like, the cast changed mid-filming, and now we have one less housewife?
We weren't mid-filming. It was very, very early on that it happened. So we didn't really get far. We might have been 1 or 2 days into filming, actually.
Oh, wow.
So it was just something that had just started.
It wasn't as big as, like, it was made out to be, because it was a big thing for a while.
I think it might have been a big thing because all of a sudden we were 7, and then poof, we were 6. And it was just announced, and this is already a big deal because this is the first time in franchise history that it's a clean slate. So there are a lot of eyeballs that are kind of already looking, and then there's so much speculation now that, someone's not on the show, and why aren't they on the show? So I can see why that would be a big deal, but you know what? She was getting a lot of hate. She felt like this wasn't what she really wanted to do, and she made the choice for her and her family. So I respect that. And
totally.
Yeah.
Do you think, because there are other housewife shows that are, we've seen better days, I feel, personally. I feel like the OC was better back
I
in
love
the day.
the OC back in the day.
Atlanta, I feel, is, this season is not necessarily gelling for me personally. Do you feel that there are other, listen, here you are. I predict this is going to be a huge hit.
I hope so.
It's people watch the first episode. It's just, you could have called this something different, right? Like, it would still be a great show. I think that it's being branded as The Real Housewives of New York will be great because now I think people are interested, and that is what it is. So it is a different era. So I think, do you think maybe we need a reboot in the OC, Atlanta, some other franchises? Because this is gonna breathe life into this show now for many years to come.
I think this is a question for Bravo. So I don't know. Maybe we are the lab rats, and we're gonna see how New York does. To do a clean slate on New York that's a big deal. This is a big city, Yeah. So I guess they're going to see how we do before even touching any other franchise. I definitely do think that some franchises need a little bit of cleaning up, but hey, it's not my network at the end of the day, I'm just over here trying to survive.
It's above our pay grade,
It's
right?
above my pay grade, But we'll see.
We'll see. Well, as we wrap up, as BravoCon is coming up. It's in Vegas. Everyone's going. Is there anyone from another franchise? Like, are you excited to meet? Like, is there one housewife or someone from Vanderpump Rules, Southern? It could be a different, it doesn't have to be housewives, but any Bravo celebrities you're excited to meet?
Not really. I feel like we've all crossed paths at BravoCon last year.
Yeah.
And then up front, I've seen Ariana, and good for her. I feel like she's exploded.
She's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That is one thing I don't think I could ever do. I have coordination of a fish.
I know, but that's why they're going to want you, Sai. That's what they want.
I would cry. I would go in there and start crying because I cannot dance.
Really?
And I think it's a huge embarrassment.
I'm not so sure that I would be any better than you.
I think that we would probably be eliminated immediately, and I would be so upset that I did it.
Get me back to New York.
I would be so upset that I did. I would not have fun because I cannot dance. So I don't think that I would do it.
Can you sing? Masked Singer, maybe? No.
You would think, because my voice is so high pitched, you would think maybe.
I could see you dancing and singing. I have no abilities at all.
I'm completely tone deaf.
Yeah.
I'm just creative.
Same here.
That's it.
Same here. We're just good content creators.
We're peas in a pod over here.
Where can everyone find you that can follow you, that can, just stay in touch with you?
You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, all Scout the City. Actually, TikTok is Sai De Silva. I might change my name to Sai De Silva